It's always good to bring all our school staff together. It's good for them to see the support from leadership, both the executive and the community council. Hi, I'm Isaac Salcido. I'm the director of the Tribal Education Department. We haven't had the teacher in service in person for 3 years because of the pandemic. So it's really good to see everybody today and good to see them hugging and saying hi and greeting each other throughout the day.
I hope they have a good time, take a lot away from it, and just have fun. Most of all, just laugh, have fun. So it's good to see them really social today. Anya of GRIC Antonio Davis, Manchikpan, Kuri Akimar, Vupika Mashtimakuj. My name is Antonio Davis, and I'm one of the cultural specialists for the Head Start program. I'll be presenting a movement and music workshop. We're going to be focusing on how we introduce via the music and dancing into the classroom, as well as with other phrases or terminology.
The purpose of the Teacher in Service is to bring all of the community's schools and their staff together to do two things. One is to kind of kick off the new school year, to provide some specialized training. For example, we're going to be talking about social emotional learning. We're going to be talking about culture and how to incorporate culture into regular instruction. We're talking about support for children and families.
One of the sessions that they're really focusing on is self-care, but to prevent and deter burnout. Because teachers, it's a hard job.
And so that is the purpose of the thing, is just to bring everybody together, to let them know what the community's priorities are for education in those three areas, and then to let them enjoy a nice day of training.
I think for the most part, it's just adapting to the different obstacles from virtual to in-person, adapting to the children's needs, and just moving forward, providing those resources.
From a social and emotional side, being isolated for so long and being away from the routine of school and how school goes and all of the kind of things has been challenging.
For an example, somebody that might be in third grade might be still adjusting to their knowledge as a first grader. So I think today's in-service brings a lot of tools, and the focus is academics and mental health and well-being.
It's been tough since COVID. It really, really has. They felt it, we felt it, but I think that as long as we stop thinking about the past and try to move forward and continue our growth, then I think that we'll have a great school year.
Right now, I've learned a lot of things just in the past few hours I've been here. How many schools are represented, how many teachers actually come out here and do care, how much stuff, the reservation and the tribe can give to us. And there's also, I didn't know Naomi McGill was that high seated in, the government.
First speaker from the White House was amazing, especially as we move on and we encourage children to grow and to go further their education. They can see role models and how far they've gone, and they're from the community, so they know that they can do it. And teachers, I think it's important for us to see that as well, because then we have additional resources we can take back within our classroom and further our students' growth.
On January 5th, 2023, Congress passed a law establishing the Native American Language Resource Center program. Congress appropriated $1.5 million this year to establish the first program and its implementation. And this program will have 6 key activities, which will be to increase the capacity for Native students to learn Native languages, further Native American use and acquisition, promote, preserve, and protect the rights of Native Americans to use, practice, and develop Native languages, address the effects of our past discrimination and ongoing inequities related to Native language speakers, supporting the revitalization and reclamation of Native languages, and supporting the use of Native languages as a medium of instruction for a wide variety of students at every level in every different stage of education.
Just like the speaker we had today, with her knowledge of grant opportunities, which is always good. You know, education always needs money to help support either language, history. You know, those are the key factors. Well, one of the things that we've done is we've been able to do through the 105 lease program is to build 2 new schools, Casablanca, Gila Crossing. And if you're aware of the schools prior, how small they were, now that these schools have been built, they're more expandable. Now you can utilize for families to come in and participate in activities such as after-school activities or parent-teacher conferences, and to do like classes, to do such as language or again like history, or even one of the things that really needs to be done is social skills, working with children on that and parents.
You know, the best thing parents can do is to make sure that their kids are in school every day.
It's a whole new day for us to start opening up schools. And I think more that the parents need to be supportive. And if they need help, they need to reach out to their faculty or principals, because they do have parents advisory groups for each of the schools that would help them, if they're challenged with many facets of financially, barriers. So the way they can help is to reach out and say, this is what we need. A need for families to survive through the school year with their children.
I think communication is very key. We have the technology now, like a lot of those digital platforms, like for checking grades, checking attendance, checking progress and everything. Having that communication and seeing your child's progress, not the end of the semester, not the end of the year, but throughout the whole year. Just that involvement with parents and guardians, and even the admin, like having that communication and really being involved.
Students, I want you to know that your family, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, this whole community is behind you. We have nothing but good thoughts and good hopes for you. We want you to know that you are strong. You've been through a lot already in your young life, and you demonstrate what it means to be an Autumn or Peeposh child, and that is strength.
Whenever you face challenges with this school year, reach out to somebody, even your teachers and counselors. If you're a high school student, reach out to your advisor for the high schools. If you're in the grade schools from K through 8, reach out to counselors. Go to the principal's office or to the nurse and tell them you're having a bad day, and then try to get yourself back motivated whenever those tough challenges are there. And make sure that you recognize that what was stressed in the speeches was bullying. If you felt bullied, talk to somebody, tell someone. Don't be afraid to speak up, and it's your voice that will help maybe another student. That's my advice to you. Work together and find your little circle of friends so you can encourage each other throughout the school year.
Try your hardest and participate. It's not easy standing up in front of a bunch of people and talking, but all your teachers care, and we definitely want what's best for you, and definitely want you to go further in life and experience the world. You don't have to be restrained here. You can go and do everything and anything you want.
I can't remember who paraphrased it or quoted it, but something that I always say to like anybody who's promoting, graduating, is that I don't mind if you aim high and miss, but I have a problem if you aim low and hit. And to me, that kind of resonates with me, because it's more or less like, exercise your full potential. If you feel you can get an A+, but you're just kind of getting by with the C, I'm passing, that's not gonna cut it. Really exercise your full potential. Hit the books hard, do your homework before you do anything else. There's always time for that. There's always time for that, for friends, for socializing and everything like that, but really apply yourself. Do everything and anything, especially that goes for you high schoolers. Sports, clubs, extracurriculars, do everything. Because especially with high school, it's gonna go by quick.
Enjoy it while you can, because as we all know, when you get older, I wish I would have done this. You know what, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, because you know what, when you're older, you realize you should have did this, or you could have did that, but you didn't. But now the opportunities are here, because for all of us as we get older, we look at the opportunities that we had and compared to this, and right now it's more fruitful for this generation because they have a lot of opportunities. They just need to take advantage of them and don't be afraid. You know, that's one thing I would say for youth. Don't be afraid, because in your school, don't be afraid to ask questions, because you'll never know until you ask those questions. You know, but that's life, and it's a learning experience.
I guess the expression that we have in our language is "văsichtva," all of us together. We're all in it together, and that's even if you're not an educator, even if you don't have expertise in the education field, you know, everybody. We're all teachers, and we're also life learners.